Handling the interrupt. There are two types of interrupts. There is the internal interrupt and the external interrupt. What is an interrupt? You are having a conversation, you are running your material, and then somehow you have to pause your material and handle some sort of interrupt. The internal interrupt is when someone within your set interrupts you. And another interrupt is when someone from outside the set interrupts you. And those are two things, they're very real world and you have to deal with them. Some people deal with them very poorly. When the girl interrupts, it can somehow derail you completely from your material. Some people allow it to happen because, ooh, the girl's starting to talk. We're trying to get her to talk, right? She may take your opener and respond and derail the point of you opening, which is to convey your personality and to get to your DHV material, right? So some guys will allow that to take place and they will milk the opener for 3 minutes, especially when they open with an opinion opener. Truly, it's a false opinion opener. I'm not trying to get them to talk at the beginning of the conversation. I'm trying to convey my personality. The opinion opener is a false opinion opener. It's only the illusion of interactivity. If I ask for their opinion, hey, first impression, black nails. All right, get this. Some schmarmy looking woman in the elevator looked at my black nails and said, are you a devil worshiper? I said, we're going down, aren't we? And she averted her eyes for 28 floors. This is an external interrupt now.
Yeah. Sometimes you sort of, really, there's a reason they have no money.
Forgive me for that. That is an external interrupt. But he's not speaking our language, so all you do is wait. Right? And back to me. The external interrupt happens when the girls are at the bar and you want to go into it, but they haven't ordered yet. So you've got those first 3 minutes there where the bartender at some point, they're going to turn and they're going to order, and you now have to wait for the transaction to take place, for the drinks to be clinked together, for them to say cheers. All that can get in the way of you going in and abiding by the 3-second rule. You know, you see the set, they're right there. If I note that the waiter hasn't yet taken the order and they're sitting at a cafe or sitting at a restaurant, I will actually break the 3-second rule, because I know if I am not in lock-in, right? If I'm not 3 minutes in, if I can expect there to be an external interrupt within the first 3 minutes, it can compromise my value. Has it ever happened? You're talking to people and then the waiter comes in and starts taking the order, and now you have to sort of shut up and wait. And it just, you get this sinking feeling in your gut that you shouldn't be standing here waiting. And they're just hoping you'll go away. They'll just turn their back a little bit because you have not yet uploaded your DHVs, right? There's no reason why they would presume you're awesome. They don't know I've dated a supermodel, right? It hasn't been uploaded by my wingman yet. Okay, so we now have to come up with ways of dealing with them, these interrupts. You got your internal interrupt, where she starts talking over you. I like to just snip and stack. I'm not even in that headspace. I like also saying, even better. It's a nice way of snipping and getting back to my material, which is a new piece of material. Maybe I'll stack openers, right? If I start saying something and she responds to it, I'll allow a little bit of that, and then I'm going to continue talking. I like to cut people off a lot in the first 3 to 5 minutes, because it's about me anyway. I'm in a talkative mood, right? The idea is not to get into a confident state, it's to get into a talkative state. That is the best emotional state, in my opinion, for pickup. It's most conducive to pickup. Be talkative, right? Now, it's easy to handle internal interrupts, but you have to be cognizant that they're going to happen, especially in a group. What happens if it's a 3-set and one of the girls is starting to peel off, right? She's starting to peel off. She's starting to show a little bit of disinterest. You actually have to tap her on the shoulder. This is another external interest.
Я не умею говорить, да, понимаю. По-русски тоже уже не. Давай по-русски, по-английски, давайте.
Do any of you speak English by
I
chance?
speak English.
Because it's like you have some secret code amongst yourselves.
Secret code? Why?
A secret code
You have the
amongst
secret
you and the
code?
rest of the city.
Я поняла, я все поняла. Да.
Well, it was a crazy adventure. It really is with Mr. and Beckster. It absolutely is inspiring. As well, I just noticed how much incredible is the patience that they both have for you and to your current level of game. I mean, I just can't imagine how many different guys of different levels they've met, and it just doesn't matter. They just go with you from where you are. And the whole experience is very personal. Both Beckster and Mr. are very accessible. You can just approach them and asking questions, and they just snap. They just give you a line, or they just give you what feedback they notice that you should hear, what you should do. And many of these people are just incredible fun. I don't think that I ever done anything like this. Just like almost 2 nights in a row, not sleeping, sleeping during the day.